Hello everybody. Today we are going to start with the new concept, that is how to pass an object as an argument to the function. In our previous sessions we have seen that how we can pass the values as a parameter or argument to a function during the compile time as well as during the runtime. Now in today's session, just same like the values, we will try to pass the object as an argument to the function. Okay, so as we have taken the same example in our previous lecture, we are continuing with that one. So here your header file, that is iostream, then class sample. In class sample you are having a two private data members, that is a and b. Then in public section you are having a two member function, that is get data, read data and show data. I have taken read data extra over here, that I tell you why we have taken the another function to read the data, because we already have a get data. Now here get data is having a two parameters and both parameters are of type integer. First type is of integer and second is again of type integer. Then void read data. Now our concept is that we have to pass the object as an argument. So you know that whenever we have to pass some value or some parameter, so in function declarations, these all three are the function declarations. Okay. Now in function declarations, we are going to pass the type of that particular parameter or argument. So we know that in get data, we are having a two arguments and both are of type of integer. So that's why here I have written first as an integer and second as an integer. Now in read data function, we are passing object as argument. Here passing object as argument, and we know that object is of type class. Like here your a b are of type integer, in the same way your object is of what type? So the type of object is the class name. So our class name is a sample. So that's why in read data function we are passing object. So that's why here we have taken as a sample. Okay, then void show data. I think this concept is clear to you. Here in get data function we are passing a and b, and a or b are going to represent the integer values. So that's why their type we have written here as an int over here. Suppose you are passing a percentage, so that time it should be float one. Suppose you are passing some character, that is x or y or z or s or no, y or n, then your type over here will be char. But now in read data function we are passing an object. So type of object is the class name. So that is a sample. So here sample is your class name. Okay, and void show data don't have any parameter. Then we are having a definition. So for get data, as usual, we have done it many times. So get data is coming with the two values. So that's how we're catching the values in variable m and variable n, and that m and n were assigning to the data member a and b. Okay, then void sample. So I will continue with the main function. So here your execution, these are the definitions for the get data. This is the definition for read data, and this is the definition for the show data. Now we will start our execution with the main function. So in main, your class name is sample, and for sample we have created two objects, that is s and s1. So these are your two objects. So as usual, again using the s object we are calling the get data function. Using the s object we are calling the get data function, and in that get data function we are passing the two values, that is 20 and 30. Okay, so once this is a function call, you know that it will jump to the function definition. So it will go to the function definition with the values 20 and 30. So we'll go to the function definition on the get data. So this is a function definition, and we will come with the value 20 that will get stored in m, and the value 30 that will get stored in n. Okay, now this value m we are going to assign to the a. Now you know that here you came for the object s. So this a is represented by s itself. This b is represented by s itself. So here we are having a s dot a and s dot b. But by default, we are writing it as a or b, because we know that this get data function is called for object s. So this a is nothing but s dot a, and this b is nothing but s dot b. So in s dot a we are assigning the value m, and in s dot b we are assigning the value n. Okay, after the execution of this function, again we will go back here. Now see out the message is values passed for object s is. Okay, then we are having a s dot show data. So with this function call, we will go to the function definition. So here you are having a show data. So for which object we came here? For the object s. So values passed are, so this a is again going to represent s. So s dot a is 20 and s dot b is 30. So it is going to represent 20 and 30. Okay. After the execution of this function, again we will come back over here. Then we are having a s dot read data function. Now the s1 object is calling the read data function, and in that read data function we are having the object s. Okay. Now this object s is composed of two values over here, that is a and b. So it will be the combo of, that is a combination of s dot a and s dot b. So this s we are passing here means we are not passing only s, but this s is going along with the a and b. तो ये s अकेला नहीं जा रहा है, ये क्या कर रहा है, s डॉट a की भी वैल्यू साथ में लेके जा रहा है और s डॉट b की भी वैल्यू साथ में लेके जा रहा है. अगर आपके प्रोग्राम में कुछ अलग अलग डेटा मेंबर्स रहते थे, लाइक नेम रहता था, एड्रेस रहता था, परसेंटेज रहते थे, या ब्रांच रहता था, या और कुछ भी रहता था, so that all data will be calibrated, or that all data will be enclosed by the object itself. तो s ऑब्जेक्ट जा रहा है मींस उसके जो भी डेटा मेंबर है उस सब का डेटा वो साथ में लेके जा रहा है. So here the s1 object is calling the function read data. Okay, and we are passing the object s. तो s जा रहा है मींस कौन कौन जा रहा है, s dot a भी जा रहा है, s dot b भी जा रहा है. So we are going to the function definition. So here is the function definition, and you know that here you have come for the object s1. यहाँ पे इसको किसने कॉल किया था, s ने कॉल किया था, इसलिए ये a किसका था, s डॉट a का था, और ये b किसका था, s डॉट b का था. अभी rd को किसने कॉल किया है, s1 ने किया है, और इसमें कौन सा ऑब्जेक्ट आया है, s ऑब्जेक्ट आया है. ओके, तो s ऑब्जेक्ट आया तो s डॉट a बनेगा, s डॉट b बनेगा, और ये हमारा जो a है, भले यहाँ पे हमने a लिखा लेकिन ये है कैसा, s1 डॉट a है. ये कैसा है, s1 डॉट a is equals to s dot a. Okay, and s1 dot b is equals to s dot b. But by default we know that this function is called by the s1 object, so that's why we have written here a is equals to s dot a and b is equals to s dot b. So your values are assigned, whatever the object you are having, whatever the values you are having in object s, the values of object s will get assigned to the डेटा मेंबर्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट s1. तो जो डेटा मेंबर s की वैल्यू जो थी वही वैल्यू अभी किसकी हो गई है, s1 के डेटा मेंबर्स की हो गई है. ओके, सो आफ्टर द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दिस, माना भी s1 डॉट a की भी वैल्यू 20 हो गई, s1 डॉट b की भी वैल्यू 20 हो गई. आफ्टर द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दिस वन we will again go back over here, then values pass for object s1 is, और उसके बाद यहाँ पे आएंगे s1 डॉट sd. तो शो डेटा को अभी किसने कॉल किया है, s1 ने कॉल किया है. So show data function will be accessed by the s1 object. So for s1 we are going to the show data function, and here we are having a values passed are. So this a is represented by s1 and this b is represented by s1 itself. So here you are having s1 dot a and s1 dot b. Let's take the output of this program. Now we are going to execute it. So you can check your output. So values passed for object s is, so values passed are 20 and 30, that is for the object s. Then values passed for object s1 is, so the as we are passing the object s to s1, read data में हमने किसको पास किया, s को पास किया, तो s की वैल्यू जो 20 और 30 थी वही अभी किसमें जाएंगी, s1 में जाएगी. तो s1 का a भी कितना बन गया, 20 बन गया, और s1 का b भी कितना बन गया, 30 बन गया. तो in this way you can pass the object as an argument to the function. So I hope this is understood to you. You don't have any problem with this one. Okay. Now in the same way, we can do any another program, whatever you want to do. Vegas Marcus. Okay. Let's see another program, or you can also do on yourself, or we can copy from the above programs. Like this one also we can do with the help of this read data. I will copy the same program. मैं तो कॉपी मारता हूँ because मुझे प्रैक्टिस है, लेकिन आप लोगों को तो लिखना पड़ेगा. So here we are having a class bird. It is having a b name, b weight, and flying. Then public void get data, character star, float char, then void show data. Okay. Then void bird get data, character star p, float w char f, str secure b name p. Okay. Void bird show data, integer name, char name 20, float w char f. Enter data, bird b dot get data. So here also we can do the same thing, that is comma b1. Okay, so that is b1 dot get data. यहाँ पे हम कितने भी ऑब्जेक्ट बना सकते हैं, एंड वी कैन कॉपी द कंटेंट ऑफ वन ऑब्जेक्ट टू अनदर ऑब्जेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे भी वही कोशिश हो रही है कि हमने ऑब्जेक्ट बी बनाया और वो भी डायनेमिकली हमने दिया बी में, और फिर बी का डेटा हम किस में कॉपी कर रहे हैं, b1 में कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे हमको और एक फंक्शन बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. जैसे उस प्रोग्राम में किया था तो वो नॉर्मल वाला प्रोग्राम था, यहाँ पे थोड़ा इस तरीके से हमने किया है. और यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं, बी डॉट पी हो गया, बी डॉट डब्ल्यू और बी डॉट एफ. जैसे उस प्रोग्राम में किया था वैसे ही है, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं है. तो आप लोगों को शायद समझ में आ गया होगा, तो मैं समझा देता हूँ, नहीं भी आऊंगा तो भी. So here you will have an integer main. So we are executing with the main function. So here we have taken the three variables, that is name of the bird, weight of the bird, and whether it is flying or not. And here we are entering the data. So we are reading the name of the bird, weight of the bird, and whether it is flying or not. So here we have created two objects, that is B and B1. So here we are taking the data, we are passing the data for the object B. So we are calling the function b dot get data. So this is a normal function, and as we are passing the values. So here we are passing the three values. Name आपने already यहाँ पे read कर लिया होगा कुछ तो भी शायद ऐसे consider करते हैं तो name should be your flamingo. Then weight should be 5.5 and then और वेट को आप कैरेक्टर एरे भी डिक्लेयर करके 5.5 किलोग्राम करना है या क्या करना है दैट यू कैन डू बाय टेकिंग इट एज अ कैरेक्टर एरे सपोज यू वांट and flying it or not, no. So these are the values that will pass to the get data function like this. Okay, then b dot show data. So b dot get data के through ये definition पे जाएगा with those values. So this is here get data. So as we are passing the string, so that's why we are considering it in a pointer array. वहां पे हमने string पास किया है. String is a character array. तो character array हम at a time पास नहीं कर सकते. So that's why we have created a pointer for a character array. Okay, so character star p. वहां पे एड्रेस लिखने के ऐसे एड्रेस जैसे हम पहले लिखते थे पॉइंटर में एड्रेस ऑफ वो लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है स्ट्रिंग को, लेकिन बाकी अगर दूसरा इंटीजर एरे रहता तो वहां पे लिखना पड़ता है. ओके, सो फ्लोट w एंड कैरेक्टर f. तो फ्लेमिंगो आपका p में आया, 5.5 होगा तो वेट में आया और n वैल्यू f में आई. और फिर हमने p में जो फ्लेमिंगो था वो b नेम में कॉपी हुआ, 5 जो वैल्यू था वो b वेट में हुआ जो कि हमारे डेटा मेंबर्स है, और जो f की जो वैल्यू है नो वो फ्लाइंग में स्टोर हो गई. तो ये किसके लिए हो गया, b डॉट गेट डेटा, माना b ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए ये पूरा डेटा हमारे पास आ गया. b ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए b नेम भी आ गया, b वेट भी आ गया, फ्लाइंग भी आ गया. ओके, now we will go backward. We came here, then b dot show data. तो b के लिए जो भी डेटा आपका एंटर हो गया वो सब यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले हो जाएगा. ओके, अब ये होने के बाद लेट्स राइट फॉर ऑब्जेक्ट b1. तो b1 डॉट रीड डेटा में मैंने क्या कर दिया, डायरेक्टली b को पास कर दिया. b पास हो रहा है माना b के साथ उसका नेम भी पास हो रहा है, b के साथ उसका वेट भी पास हो रहा है, माना b के साथ b नेम भी पास हो रहा है, b के साथ उसका वेट भी पास हो रहा है और b के साथ फ्लाइंग भी पास हो रहा है, माना तीनों वैल्यूज पास हो रही है. तो ये कहाँ पे जाएगी, रीड डेटा में जाएंगे. तो ये वाले b में, अब ये मैंने b लिया और वो भी वो सेम नहीं है. लाइक कीप इन माइंड the B created I here and B created in main, both are different. The memory location of B here is different and memory location of B here is different. Like I told you many times, that is suppose the address, some home address is there like 101 and another home address is there 102. So it might be possible that in the both house, the different पीपल्स आर देयर बट दे आर हैविंग द सेम नेम. लाइक यहाँ पे भी कोई लड़की रहती है जिसका नाम श्रद्धा है और यहाँ पे भी कोई लड़की रहती है जिसका नाम श्रद्धा है, बट बोथ आर हैविंग अ डिफरेंट एड्रेस एंड बोथ आर द डिफरेंट पर्सनालिटीज. ओके, सो इन द सेम वे ये रीड डेटा में जो हमने यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया ये बी अलग है और यहाँ पे जो है हमने ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया ये अलग है. माइट बी इट विल गेट स्टोर्ड एट 1000 and it will get stored at 2000. So both are different. So this b is also going to represent b dot b name, b dot weight, b dot flying. So all that values b dot p. तो ये b dot p ये हमारा क्या है, ये b dot p नहीं आएगा, यहाँ पे आएगा b dot b name, यहाँ पे आएगा b dot weight, यहाँ पे आएगा b dot flying, क्योंकि ये क्या है b के डेटा मेंबर्स है. तो ये b name ये लेकिन किसका है, ये b का है, और ये b name किसका है, b1 का है. ये b weight किसका है, b1 का है, और ये flying किसका है, b1 का है. तो b1 के डेटा मेंबर्स में हम किसको कॉपी कर रहे हैं, b का कॉपी कर रहे हैं. एंड आफ्टर दिस अगेन we will go back here and then we are having a b1 dot show data. So for a b1 dot show data you are going to display this data. Let's execute. तो ऐसे थोड़ा प्रोग्रामिंग सादी सादी करते करते थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी की तरफ हमें जाते आना चाहिए. class bird has no member name weight. ओके, उसका नाम ऊपर में कुछ अलग दिए है, शायद बी वेट और रिप्लाइंग है, तो ये बी वेट हो जाएगा. Okay, enter data. So I told you Flamingo. So you can check the output. Enter data Flamingo 5n. Let's try it for object B. So values passed for bird dynamically are. तो हमने क्या की थी उसके लिए B ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए डायनामिकली पास की थी. तो कौन कौन सी वैल्यू पास की डायनामिकली? Flamingo 5 and no. एंड आफ्टर दैट मैंने इंडियल नहीं दिया इसलिए उसी लाइन में आ गया. लेट्स राइट फॉर ऑब्जेक्ट B1. सो वैल्यूज पास फॉर बर्ड डायनामिकली. अब इसके लिए हमने डायनामिकली नहीं की, अब ये हमें मैसेज हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, चेंज करना पड़ेगा. सो वैल्यूज पास फॉर बर्ड डायनामिकली नहीं है, आर फ्लेमिंगो 5 एंड एन. तो इसको हम चेंज कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे. तो ये डायनामिकली यहाँ पे लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तो इस तरीके से आप प्रोग्राम कर सकते हो. एंड there is one more question, that how the memory will get allocated for the objects. Now you know that in structures we have seen that the memory allocated for the object will be the addition of the memory allocated for the each data member. जैसे structure में हम लोग क्या करते थे, 20, then weight के लिए 4 और character के लिए 1. So 20 plus 4 24 plus 1 25. So for each object, how much memory will get allocated? 25 bytes of memory will get allocated. So for object B, you are having a 25 bytes of memory will get allocated, and for the object B1, you are having a 25 bytes of memory will get allocated. Okay, so in this way you can find a memory allocation for the object. But this is the memory allocation for the object. Like suppose you are having an object B, and then you are having an object B1. Okay, so for this 25 bytes of memory will get allocated, and this is again having a 25 bytes of memory will get allocated. Now just below to it there is a different or common memory allocation for both the functions. Common memory allocation for functions. अगर आप ये डायग्राम में देखोगे तो आपको अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. डायग्राम तो मेरे पास है नहीं, या फिर गूगल में बताता हूँ. सो दिस इज योर ऑब्जेक्ट B and this is your object B1. So for object B, you are having a memory allocation of 25 bytes, that are the different one, and then for object B1, you are having a separate 25 bytes of memory. Now this is about the data members. This is about the data members. But what about the member functions? Now you know that B are having a different data members. B are having this B name, B weight and flying. B1 is also having a B name, B weight and flying. But these memory functions are common to both of the objects, that is B and B1. So that's why for get data, read data, show data, a common memory will get allocated. For get data, read data, show data, a common memory will get allocated, and that memory will be shared by B and B1 itself. Okay, let me show you by diagram. Diagram is not given here. So this is object 1. Okay, this is object 2 and this is object 3. So object 1 is having a member variable 1. We can consider we are having a two data member, that is A and B. So object 1 is having a memory allocation for the A variable, A data member and B data member. In the same way, object 2 is having a memory allocation for the data member A, data member B, and object 3 is also having a memory allocation for the object data member A and data member B. So as I told you that object B is having, जैसे मैंने वहां पे बताया था, object B has allocated 25 bytes of memory for the data members. Object B1 also allocated 25 bytes of memory for the data members, and then they are having a common memory allocation for the functions. So here you can see, now here common for all objects, that is member function 1 and member function 2. So whatever the memory required for the functions, that will be commonly shared by the objects whenever they require it, because at a time all the functions are not going to access the functions. Like you know that initially we are having a b dot get data. So at a time B and B1 both are not accessing the get data. At a time only one object is going to access the member function. So first we're having a b dot get data, then we're having a b1 dot get data, then we're having a b dot show data, then we're having a b1 dot show data. So what I want to say, the objects are having a different memory allocation for the data members, but they are going to share the common memory that is declared for the member functions. So here this question could be asked in examination for the 4 marks, that explain the memory allocation for the object. So that time you have to draw this diagram. Okay, so in this way the memory will get allocated for the objects.